So the release date for the patch is Friday, April 4th, 2025, 3 a.m. UTC. If you're like myself, then that's Thursday, April 3rd, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you got enough size because like I said before, it's roughly 15 patches. That's really only for the people that are playing on PC using the high resolution texture pack. If you're on Xbox S or X, you'll need about 6 gigs, and my PS5 people, you'll need 10. So now on to the major additions and changes off the back. Mizutsune has been added. Reach HR 21 to unlock an extra mission that can be started by speaking to Kanya in the Scarlet Forest base camp. Complete the mission to unlock Mizutsune. A tempered version of Mizutsune has been added and will appear when you are HR 41 or higher after completing the Mizutsune extra mission. Zoh Shia has been added as a high rank monster. Reach HR 50 plus to unlock a story mission that unlocks Zoh Shia. So we also knew about all the monsters that were coming, but you did get additional story beats. Extra and side missions have been added. There's new weapons, armor, and skills that have also been added. The ability to upgrade Rarity 5 gear has increased, so any gear that's Rarity 5 and above, you can add more defense to it. One of my favorite things, the Grand Hub has been added. It can be unlocked by completing a tutorial mission that appears if you are HR 16 and above. With the Grand Hub, you'll get the following features: the barrel bowling, the diva, which I'm not entirely sure what that is, an arena quest counter, the canteen, and a returning favorite from Monster Hunter Wild / Iceborne, the arm wrestling barrel. The expedition record board has been added to the Grand Hub along with rankings for time attack quest. To wrap up some of the smaller changes that have been added to the major additions, arena quests have been added, the challenge quest and free challenge quest have been added. Obviously we knew we were getting a new status ailment, which I'm guessing is Mitsune's buffs and debuffs. Some very minor things. Alma has some new voice lines. The change appearance menu in the camp now offers the option to change Alma's outfit, and we have new limited bounty changes that have been added. Let's talk bug fixes and balance adjustments. After unlocking the Grand Hub, the squad information counter will move from when we're Plains base camp to the Grand Hub. The rest command now requires 500 guild points, and investigations reward 10% more guild points than before. They increase the amount of points required for wyvern melding and meld decorations at the melding pot. I think both of those changes are direct correlation to how we were farming the pollen to turn into tickets and then just spamming at the elder melder to get all the decorations. So if you're a new player or someone coming into the game and you didn't get to take advantage of that and stockpile it, I'm sorry. Increase the amount of melding points obtained from some items and rare decorations when using them as melding materials, and then fixed an issue where the transfer item option has been added to the provision stockpile menu, allowing you to restock items outside of the tent, which that was an issue for me, having to go back to the tent and then just going to my loadout to reproc the loadout just to get my items back. When it comes to missions, they fixed an issue where some side missions which require specific item turn-ins could not be completed correctly. Fixed an issue that prevented the completion of side missions conditions during special event quests. So let's talk monster and endemic life. They fixed an issue where the game would crash after blocking a Gravios attack, adjusted the behavior of some monster actions. The distance between the monster camera has been increased for certain monsters such as Gormagala, which a lot of people said that made the fight more difficult for them. I'm just bad at the game and I think he's difficult to fight anyway, using dual blades. And then they fixed the issue where Jindahad would unintentionally disappear from the local area. So moving on, we're going to talk about some of the balancing changes they've done to weapons and how they adjusted some of the mantles. For my lance players, very far and few between. Shout out to my boy Polo. They made it easier to land the thrust attack finish after a focus strike in which the hit first causes a large knockback. For the Hammer Bros, fixed an issue where focus strikes could not be used quickly after coming to a stop after moving during a charge. For Light Bow Gun, they fixed an issue that caused Wyvern Blast to react to a Palico attack, which I didn't even know that was an issue in the game. And then for the Palicos, they fixed an issue that prevented stun and exhaust values from increasing when a Palico attacks a monster with a blunt weapon. Again, didn't even know that was an issue in the game because I have my Palico just running stun. For my Hunt and Horn mains, they fixed an issue where certain actions that required simultaneous inputs were not behaving correctly. Heavy bowgun and light bowgun ranged attack capabilities have been adjusted when riding a secret. So here's the part that I'm a little salty about is now we're getting into the mantles. The effects of the corrupted mantle have been adjusted. They don't really specify how. Sometimes when you would hit wearing the corrupted mantle, you would get 2 hits instead of 1 and it would proc, but they don't really speak to how they are making an adjustment, just that they are. The Rocksteady's mantle damage mitigation has increased. Again, we don't know by how much. The mending mantle and evasion mantle durations have also been increased. I think that's to pretty much promote people using other mantles besides corrupted and to adjust the meta and build out. Super heavy in all the speed runs currently. Bow Dragon Piercer damage has been increased. The power volley elemental values have been increased for Voe also. And then the 1,000 dragons damage has been increased. This includes which using close range coding and power coding. And then for the bow, the power shot and power volley are now affected by the skill Charge Master. I think we're seeing them trying to adjust how people are playing the bow and not just spam a bunch of dragon piercers, because if you catch the monster the long way with a dragon piercer, you just see those values pop off. In the speed runs for bow, the gentleman was just dashing about getting procs and then would use Dragon Piercer to just tear through the monster. They also fixed an issue where opening shot did not work with special ammo. So there's a lot of miscellaneous things that they did, which I'm really excited about. Mostly the changes that they're making to the system. So for Steam, they made improvements to use VRAM and direct storage versions have been upgraded. They fixed an issue that prevented pigment information from being included in shared loadout, fixed an issue which displayed settings on the character models on the title screen and save data selection. They fixed an issue where the model display toggle for pendants would not function properly when previewing armor. Fixed an issue with the visual effects of the Hope Charm. They fixed an issue that the other Link members are now properly prioritized to be displayed in base camp and other shared locations. Fixed an issue that made communication errors more likely to occur when firing an SOS flare right after the start of a quest. The background colors have been changed to blacks for areas outside of the game's rendering range. And then they fixed the issue where a squad leader leaving would not correctly transfer leader rights to the sub leader. And then one that I thought was weird, again, didn't know what was going on. They fixed an issue that made it impossible in some instances to obtain the power charm or armor charm even after fulfilling the requirements to do so. So if you fulfill the requirements and have not obtained the items, they can be reobtained after proceeding through another quest result screen. So, you know, after the patch goes live, just run the quest again and you should get your power and armor charms. With the introduction of the Grand Hub and the festival and things of that nature, there will now be login bonus days that include a free meal voucher. Shout out to the homies back in World and Iceborne. That would definitely make food for everybody in the lobby. I'm looking forward to that again. And then there's login bonuses now that include at least 1 barrel bowling voucher every day. But yeah, those are all the fixes and patches, and there's a bunch of other little things, but that was the meat and potatoes that I wanted to give to you. Let me know in the comments which one you're most looking forward to. I'm really curious, for me being that I play on PC, how the VRAM usage and direct storage version upgrade will work, because my game has been blue screening like crazy. But yeah, other than that, I'm out. Peace.